city Dublin, the town I love so dear. But we're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to good old Arthur J, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me.
I don't know, she's got no interest at all.
She's only 3 months old, Eddie. Of course she's not interested in football.
You've got to start them early, Moll.
We'll show her, Ta.
Well, go on. But watch out, she's a mean dribbler. What are you doing?
I'm filling out my entry form.
What entry form? The Dublin City Women's Marathon. What? You?
This is Dublin, right?
Yeah.
And I am a woman.
Suppose so, yeah.
You suppose so?
No, I mean, yeah, of course.
You watch it.
But Molly, it's a marathon.
I know, Eddie. It says it on top of the form.
But you haven't got a competitive bone in your body.
I'm not doing it to be competitive. I'm doing it for the laugh.
For the laugh.
Well, you're the one that's always saying it's not the winning, it's the taking part.
Yeah, I only say that to the kids when they're losing.
Would you jog off and answer that?
Marathon.
Date of birth.
Hello, Molly. Listen, I'm sorry
Hiya,
to
Phil.
disturb you, but I forgot my house keys, and I was wondering if I could stay here until Pamela gets back. Is that all right?
Of course,
That's
sit
fine.
down. I'm filling out my entry form for the marathon, the women's marathon.
The marathon? I didn't know you were the competitive type, Molly.
I'm only doing it for a laugh, that's all.
Oh, it's not the winning, it's the taking part, eh?
Yes, it's not you as well.
Oh, no. I saw it last year on television. All the competitors, they were having a great time.
What, you mean they all do it for the laugh? Nobody wants to win. That's not a marathon at all, that's a sponsored walk.
That's a good idea, Eddie. I could get sponsorship for charity.
Do you know, this is very commendable of you, Molly.
A sponsor already.
Yes, of course. I'll sponsor you.
Eddie, have you seen the super glue? Because I'm stuck to me pen.
Quote! Dead!
Anthony? Anthony? Looks like it's just the two of us, Toby.
I'm really looking forward to this, Pam.
So am I.
Emer doesn't like it, you know.
Doesn't she? But I thought everybody liked pâté de foie gras.
Yes, especially from the best delicatessen in the city.
Oh, I can hardly wait. Oh, get that, darling, would you?
Who is it?
It's me.
Who?
Frank Bruno!
Oh, Anthony, this is a surprise.
Well, I do live here, Toby.
Yes.
I just forgot my key.
Well, you'd better come in then.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, it's just Anthony.
Who? Oh, it's you, Anthony.
Yeah, he forgot his key.
Oh, dear, not to worry. Look, pâté de foie gras.
Do you know, Molly's just been telling me that she's joining the women's marathon.
It's marvellous, simply marvellous.
Yes, it is rather admirable of her.
Not Molly Keogh, dear, the pâté.
Oh, yes, thank you, dear.
It's divine. Tell me more about this marathon, Anthony. I didn't know Molly was interested in athletics.
No, as a matter of fact, neither did I.
You know, now that I come to think of it, Molly does bear a certain resemblance to Sonia O'Sullivan. Around the jawline.
Don't be so ridiculous, Toby.
Apparently, Molly isn't entering to win. She's just doing it for the fun of it.
Look, can we forget about Molly Keogh, the pâté, Anthony?
And she's getting sponsorship as well. As a matter of fact, I'm sponsoring her myself.
Oh, for God's sake, what does she need sponsorship for? She's a millionaire. Not that it shows.
Well, obviously she's doing it to raise money for charity.
To raise money for charity?
Yeah.
But she can't do that.
Why not?
That's what I do. Just popped in to see if you'd like to sponsor me.
Why, What are you doing, Pam, wearing a headband for charity?
Very droll. No, actually, I'm entering the women's marathon to raise money for the marmosets.
I see. That's funny, because I'm entering the women's marathon as well. Only to raise money for charity, though.
Really? I had no idea.
I was just telling Anto, your husband, about it only yesterday.
Really? He never mentioned a word?
Didn't he?
No, not a word. Now, Molly, about the sponsorship.
I'll tell you what, Pam, I'll sponsor you by the mile.
Well, that's very generous, Molly.
But only if you manage to pass the finishing post.
Well, of course, I'll manage to pass the finishing post. I haven't just had a baby. But I'll tell you what, I'll sponsor you if you manage to pass the halfway post.
Well, I'll sponsor you if you manage to pass the starting post.
Well, I'll sponsor you if you manage to get as far as the starting post.
Well, I'll sponsor you if you manage to find the starting post.
Well,
I see.
so, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
So it has. Whatever that is.
Well, may the best woman win, Molly.
Oh, I will, Pam. I will.
Now, Pamela, as your personal trainer, I've consulted with Bruno. And I've assembled all the ingredients for athletic victory here, in this bag.
Where did you get it all?
Oh, it's amazing what you can get in a quick whirl round Brown Thomas's. By the way, your charge card is up to the limit. But first things first. That tracksuit.
This tracksuit. Ah, but it's the best on the market, Toby. It combines ease of movement with hydrodynamic, aerodynamic, and thermodynamic optimization.
Yes, but is it your color? I think green would be more suitable. Sonia O'Sullivan always wears a green tracksuit. And you know, Pam, I think you have her ears. Oh, and I've also bought this state-of-the-art stopwatch. It's got 3 separate lap timers.
Oh, do they have laps in marathons?
Well, it's also waterproof, windproof. Takes your pulse, it glows in the dark, and it beeps.
Can I see?
Who's the trainer, Pam?
Sorry.
Now, I don't think you're taking this venture seriously.
Oh, but Toby, I am. I mean, you know how dedicated I am to my marmoset.
Yes, well, dedication is one thing, but blood, sweat, and tears is another.
Sweat.
I'm afraid so.
Couldn't I just glow?
Look, Pam, you have to take it seriously. You do want to win, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Is the word defeat in your vocabulary?
Yes, of course it is.
No, it's not! It's gone! Along with the words unsuccessful and failure and try my best.
So, you don't want me to try my best?
You don't want to just be a trier, Pam. You want to be a winner.
Oh, yes, a winner.
So from now on, you take your vocabulary from this book.
The SAS Guide to Sporting Success.
Memorize it
Memorize it.
and then destroy it. To show your killer instinct.
That colour really brings out your cheekbones.
Hi.
Bye now. I love this business. You know, Mal, you take as much time off as you need for your training.
Thanks, Dolores. It's nice to know I got a bit of support. You know, Eddie thinks this whole marathon thing is a joke. Why? Well, you know, it's not football.
You know, my second cousin's husband's uncle did a marathon once.
Is he the one with that wooden leg?
Of course, he didn't have the wooden leg then. He said it was all about fluids. And he was good, Mal. Would have won too if he hadn't have stopped halfway to take a slash.
You should have heard her, Dolores. Anthony never said a word. I'd give her a word.
I'd give her more than a word.
The nerve of her throwing down the gauntlet to me.
Well, you pick up that gauntlet and you beat her into the ground with it.
Does that mean I'm all competitive?
Putting Lady Muck in her place is a job for a real woman, Mal. And you are that woman.
You're right. I am that woman.
Her time has come.
The stopwatch is ticking down.
Yeah. You take as much time as you need and you get fit, fit, fit.
Fit, fit, fit.
Eat well, train hard, win hands down.
Win hands down.
Run her into the ground, make her eat dust. Go with the red.
Yeah. Brings out me cheekbones.
Now go for the burn, Pamela.
I'll burn her up and I'll spit her out.
Pamela, don't you think you're going a bit overboard with all of this?
Anthony, she'll eat my dust.
They're our neighbour.
Quiet, Anthony, you're breaking her concentration. Now, I have the tiger, Pam, I have the tiger.
That's boxing, Toby.
I'm gonna run her over and I'll leave her standing.
Now push up, Pamela!
Pamela, is it worth it?
Anthony, that is a defeatist attitude and I won't have it. Pamela's a winner. What are you, Pam?
I am a winner.
That's it, Pam. PMA.
PMA? But I thought you were taking those evening primrose capsules.
Positive mental attitude, Anthony.
But you know, Molly isn't competitive.
Oh, she's not, is she?
No. Yeah, she hasn't got a competitive bone in her body. Excuse me, who are you and what have you done with me wife?
A woman's got to do what a woman's got to do, Eddie. You wouldn't understand.
We wouldn't understand, Willie.
I'm scared, Eddie.
She wasn't going to even enter till you heard I was going in for it. Miss Hoity-toity.
Molly, it's only a bleeding race.
Lady Muck, I'll show her. She'll be eating my dust.
Molly, Pamela isn't one of my favourite people either, but she is our neighbour.
Neighbour. That's one word for it. But I'll run right over her. I'll leave her standing.
What are you then, tiger, Mallow?
That's boxing, Willie. Molly, listen to me. You're getting carried away with this.
You're either with me or you're against me, Eddie. Which is it gonna be?
Do I have a choice?
Ah, how are you, lads? I was hoping I'd find you here.
Oh, how are you, were you looking for us?
No, actually, this was the first place I tried.
Good thinking, Batman.
Look, Eddie, I wanted to talk to you on neutral territory, as it were, and I just wanted to say that whatever the competition between our two wives, as far as I'm concerned, you and I are still friends, yeah?
Well, that's very civilised of you, Anto. And I'm with you 100%. I mean, let the girls do that thing. We're men, we're bigger than that, huh?
What about Toby?
Well, Toby's sort of in between.
The whole thing was getting out of hand.
Yeah, I know, and now Pamela has Toby as our personal marathon trainer.
You know, marathons are called Snickers now.
But somehow, Willie, I don't think the Dublin City Women's Snickers has the same ring.
I don't know.
Anyway, Anto, still friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
certainly, yeah. Listen, let me buy you a drink.
No, listen, I wouldn't dream of it. Wouldn't hear of it. Anyway, it's Willie's round. Willie, the barman's calling you.
Anyway, Eddie, I'm glad that you and I can be civilised about this.
Me too, Anto.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had our ups and downs, but we've always been good neighbours to each other.
Oh, absolutely, but I do have to warn you that Pamela can be very determined.
Well, I'll tell you, Molly can be very determined.
I know, but Pamela can be very determined.
Well, Molly can be very, very determined.
I know. But when Pamela sets her mind on something, nothing can sway her.
Are you saying Molly can be swayed?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
You call my wife swayed?
No, I...
Well, let me tell you this, that my Molly can beat the pants off your Pamela at any marathon you care to name. She'll leave her standing. Pamela will be eating her dust. And you can keep your point, neighbour.
Well, actually, Willie bought these pants.
Well, then you can't keep your point, neighbour. And may the best wife win.
Yeah, made the best wife win.
This fitness program is going like clockwork. I feel fitter already.
What a day. Hey, what's all this?
This, Anthony, is a cornucopia of the finest ingredients required for a complete athletic fitness program.
Toby, you have 6 different kinds of seaweed here.
Anthony, Toby is my personal trainer, and I trust him completely. I'm sure that seaweed is, in fact, Austrian for delicious.
No, actually, it's English for seaweed, but don't worry about that.
Pamela, you are fighting with the neighbours, you're exhausted, and now you're going to have a seaweed milkshake. I mean, is it worth it?
Well, you were the one that was so keen on a marathon in the first place.
I was not, was I?
Yes, you were when it was Molly's idea. Are you saying that you don't support me?
No, of course I support you, Pamela, all the way. But, I mean, this feud with Molly is really getting out of hand. I mean, I met Eddie earlier on, and I couldn't even have a decent conversation with him because of it.
Eddie? You were talking to Eddie Kill.
Well, yes,
You can't talk to Eddie. He's on the side of the opposition.
What do you mean I can't even talk to my own neighbours?
No,
No. Is that an egg?
it most certainly is. And a little lemon juice to taste?
I'm getting just a little bit concerned about the taste now, Toby.
Trust me, Pam.
Look, Pamela, this is really getting out of hand. For the past few days, all I've heard is marathon, marathon, marathon. It's like as if you've been hypnotized.
No, we had to give up on that idea. Toby kept falling asleep.
Right. This has really gone far enough. I haven't said anything, but now I'm going to have my say. Now, Pamela... And that's all I have to say on the matter.
Thank you for that, Anthony. Now, in one gulp, champ!
Now,
Eddie, I don't want another orange.
I'll have the raw egg then.
I definitely don't want a raw egg.
Will you drink the egg, Ma?
Molly, diet is the key. And I've been training top-class athletes for years.
I'd hardly call the under-11 football team top-class athletes.
They're very fit. They can run rings around me.
Yeah, when they're tying you to a lamppost.
Molly, you know I'm an expert in physical fitness. I know all about it. I mean, how many hours of sports do I watch on TV?
How many hours are there?
Exactly. And you want to win, don't you?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, you said yourself, I'm not a very competitive person.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
And anyway, it's not about being competitive. It's about beating Pamela.
I should have known better than to rise to a challenge set by Pamela Moriarty.
You should have, but you didn't. And you did rise to it, and now you have to follow it through.
I don't like falling out with my neighbours, Eddie.
Jeez, it's only going to be for a couple of weeks.
I only entered the marathon just for a laugh.
Yeah, will you be laughing when Lady Pamela gets to the finish line first? No, you won't. But she will. She's probably laughing now. On both sides of her face. Drink the egg, Molly.
Drink the egg, Ma.
On both sides of her face, Molly. Drink the egg, Molly. Drink the egg, 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 drink the egg.
I got the rest of them eggs and oranges here. Did
Oh, come on, Pamela. Only losers are put off by a little rain. And you're not a loser, what are you?
I am a winner.
Can you feel the burn?
I can feel the burn.
You're a winner, what are you?
I am a winner.
I can't move, Eddie.
No, she can't. Come on, you can do it.
I can't. I just can't move.
Come on, get up. Get up. Come on, you've got to keep the muscles working, you've got to keep the adrenaline pumping, you've got to keep control of the ball.
Keep control of the ball.
Sorry, have it, but you can't stop moving. You can't start slackening off. Do you think Pamela's slackening off? Do you think Lady Pamela's slackening off? Ho, ho, no.
Listen to me, Eddie. I can't move.
Do you want another orange?
Well, at least you're all in one piece, Pamela. That's the main thing.
The main thing. How can you say that, Anthony? This is the main thing. And this, and this.
Yes. Well, at least it's only a sprain, dear.
How could it have happened?
Well, you fell down the stairs. Don't you remember? Oh, my God, she's lost her memory!
Anthony, I haven't lost my memory. I mean, how could this have happened to me? I mean, I was trying so hard. I was doing all the right things.
Oh, I know, Pamela. I know how hard you tried.
Trying hard isn't in my vocabulary, Anthony. I was following Toby's regime to the letter.
Yes, well, I suppose that sums it up.
Well, you can't blame me. It's not as if the stairs is an unfamiliar route.
Oh, Anthony, I was doing my best. I was going to beat Molly Keogh. I know I was, and now victory has been snatched from my grasp.
Oh, Pamela, I'm so sorry. I know how hard you worked.
But what about me? I worked hard too. I invested my heart and soul in Pamela's bid for glory. I even bought myself a new stopwatch.
Yes. Well, now that you have to live with Toby's consequences, there's only one option open for you.
There is.
And you are nothing, my dear, if not gracious.
You just can't move her, Willie.
I can't move myself.
I'll get that.
No, Willie. You can't lure me off the couch with an ardent. No!
Molly, you have visitors.
Oh, Pam, what happened to your leg?
Well, it was a training injury.
Thanks to Toby egging her on.
I wouldn't mention eggs if I was you.
So as you can see, Molly, I won't be taking part in the marathon, so I've come to wish you good luck.
That's very decent of you, Pam.
Well, I'm nothing, Molly, if not gracious.
Pam, sit down, please. Would you like a cup of tea? A cup of coffee? How about an orange?
I'm glad we're back on neighbourly terms again, but it just so happens that I won't be running the marathon myself.
What?
What?
I won't be running the marathon myself.
Now, hold on. I've got 6 crates of orange out there.
I don't
5
care
crates.
how many crates of oranges you have, I'm not running in the marathon.
Why not?
All this competition thing took the enjoyment out of it for me. You see, I'm not really a very competitive person.
Oh, my God. First she isn't, then she is, then she isn't. Women.
I just got me priorities all mixed up. You know, me friends and me neighbours are much more important than a stupid marathon.
Well said, Molly.
Anyhow,
Anyhow, what?
someone glued me trainers to the carpet.
Court!
Dear old inner city Dublin, the town I love so dear. But we're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to good old Arthur J, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me. Yes, it's goodbye to good old Arthur J, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me.